Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Gabby if you guys are new here, and if not, welcome back. Happy to have you guys here again. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos, and you guys can also follow me on Instagram. I will link that here. For today's video, I am doing makeup and the products that I've been wearing for a long wear, proof long wearing makeup. So yeah, this is pretty much for anyone. If you want, you know, to wear this on a day-to-day basis, it's kind of my go-to no-brainer situation. And it goes with everything, which is something that I like. You don't have to pair it with a nude lip the way I did. You can totally wear a purple, a blue, a plum, whatever. And it'll still look good. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Find that your foundation is coming off throughout the day or isn't lasting, or you feel like you're sweating it off, I got you. This video is for you. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started, and thank you guys so much for watching. So starting off with the primer, I'm going to be taking the Makeup Forever Mattifying Primer, and I just like to apply this all over the T-zone. That's where I get the most oily throughout the day, and I do like to also pat this in because sometimes it can get a little like crumbly. And then for foundation, I'm going to be taking the Fenty Beauty, and I'm going to mix a little bit of the CoverGirl Nude True Blend Foundation. The Fenty Beauty is a little bit too light, or excuse me, a little bit drying, and then I love wearing the CoverGirl on its own, but it's a little too dark for me at the moment. So I just mix them together, and I just blend that out with a Morphe Beauty Blender. Oh my god, with a Morphe blending sponge. Honestly, I feel like this is one of the best blending sponges. I mean, aside from Beauty Blender, but the best part is that it's only $7, and now you can get it at Ulta. After foundation, I like to cream contour now, so I'm taking the Jordana contouring stick, and I'm just, you know, placing this in the hollows of the cheeks and on the forehead. I like to be very bronzed, and then I like to apply this, or blend this out, excuse me, using a e.l.f. brush. It's just a stipple brush, and I just go in and blend it. It might look a little bit harsh, but at the end everything ties in together. I feel like wearing a cream base underneath like my contour or bronzer will make my bronzer last a little bit longer, and it'll kind of have something to adhere to. Now for concealer, I like to take 2, usually 3 or 4. I just can't. I have to do some type of concoction. I am taking the LA Pro Girl. It's totally my favorite, and then on top I'm using the Maybelline Better Skin. And I'm just blending those two out, same thing using the sponge. And I like to do bronzer or cream contour first and then concealer, only because sometimes I feel like I'm a little messy with it, so I can just kind of go in and clean up with the concealer. And I go ahead and conceal my eyelids as well. You can do this if you have any discoloration or veins or anything like that. Now to set that concealer in place, I no longer bake. I like to just take a small brush and kind of just set everything. It's not damp, it's just a dry brush. I just feel like baking, it makes my skin super dry, but if you're someone with oily skin, I would definitely suggest baking. But for some reason, my skin, I think, is just going through a phase. But I do like to bake the T-zone area because that is where I get most oily, so the forehead, nose, and then my chin. And then I just go everywhere else on the face, and I just set it with that same top. For bronzer, I'm going to be taking my Bahama Mama, which, I mean, I've already hit pan. And I'm just going to kind of sculpt out a little bit more of the face and give myself some color. With the brightness of the lights, I'm looking a little ashy. And then I like to take this sleek Trio. It's like a highlighter, blush, and bronzer. I love the bronzer especially. Kind of just place that everywhere, and then you want to wipe off any of your bakage, or I do let that under eye powder sit, although it's not baking, and then I like to brush that off. For blush, I'm taking my Milani blush. I love this one, this rose blush. I feel like it's so complimentary. I love it, and it's super inexpensive, so that's a plus. And then for highlight, I'm still stuck and can't seem to put down the Anastasia Amrezy highlight. I love this one. So you can just apply this wherever you feel, or wherever you want to be glowy. For someone with oily skin, you probably don't want to apply too much, or maybe want to skip this step, especially if you get oily quickly. I would recommend maybe not wearing some, but I like to look a little dewy. And then just so that kind of blends and looks seamless like skin, I like to just take my sponge and I kind of just go over the highlighted area. Now I just wanted to pop on some eyeshadow. I am taking the new Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Bolt collaboration. This palette is the Ring the Alarm palette, and I'm just taking that caramel shade. I believe it's called Rush, and I'm kind of just very messily putting that in the crease. I just want some color so I don't look so dead-like on the eyes, and plus since we're going to be adding eyeliner, I feel like I don't need to do much, especially like I said, it's my go-to, so I feel like I can just grab eyeshadow, pop it on, and go. For eyeliner, I am taking the Kat Von D Tattoo eyeliner. I am obsessed with this eyeliner. I've never used it, and I'm so glad that I got it in the mail. I mean, it's really, really good. It does not come off. I've cried with it on, and it doesn't like smear places or anything like that, and it's super black. Like you can see like that one line I drew on, it's like instant black pigmentation. I love it. For falsies, I am popping on some Cocoa lashes. I was reusing them, so I actually don't have the box, and I mean you can just tell the difference from one eye to the other. This is in Honeybee. They are my current favorite lashes. They just complement my eyes so well. And then lastly, for lips, like I said, I'm obsessed with nude, so I'm doing the nude lip. It's my signature one. I'm just taking Whirl lip liner by MAC, lining the lips, and then going over with lipstick as well by MAC. It's Velvet Teddy. And then I do like to add a little bit of gloss, and I've been loving the KKW Mario lip gloss. This one's actually in the shade Juicy. And yeah, that's pretty much it.